What up, Wastelanders? Thanks again for joining us on Gaslands NorCal instructional video. Today we're going to be talking about armor and some of the different methods and different pieces that I use to armor up my builds. So today we're going to be working with this 57 Nissan or GMC Stepside, a Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. Obviously all these are all painted up and I've weathered them a little bit. Then we have the Toyota Sprinter Trueno. And lastly, we're going to be working with the AMC Javelin AMX. So like I said, got them all painted, a little bit of weathering, get some armor on there, do more weathering, weapons, everything else, get good to go for the Wastelands. So some of the different methods that I like to use are this diamond plated or diamond patterned plasticard. Just get that off of Amazon. You get a whole bunch of sheets of it. This bendable armor that I got from Finn's Custom Diecast on Etsy. I also have some thicker plasticard that came in a different pack off of Amazon. And lately, I've really been liking this lead tape after watching a video from Wastelands Raceway where he was using these, and really like how they turn out, really like how flexible they are and how easy they are to get on the builds. Lastly, I got these signs from, I think, like a railway thing off of Amazon, like an HO scale. I'm just going to cut these up because, you know, everybody knows that street signs are bulletproof. Of course, anybody that drives a 57 GMC Stepside would know that, so that's going to go on there as well. So first off, I like to get all of my armor pieces. Oh, one more thing. This is from Hayward Industries, some other piece of armor that we're going to put on the Javelin. Anyway, what I like to do first on all my armor pieces is get them all painted black and then dry brush them in silver to make it stand out. So let's get that done first. All right, while we let those dry, go over a little bit of the lead tape that I like to use. Like I said, I really like how bendable it is. You can kind of shape it to how you want it on the build. Press it down so you can see where you need to cut at. Just kind of trim it up. Always like to make it a little bit kind of beveled a little bit, I guess, just so there's no sharp edges so the people installing them don't hurt themselves too much. Then I like to get a toothpick, make little rivet holes, just so it looks a little bit more realistic if you get the rivet holes on there correctly. And you can see, kind of riveted like it'll be put onto the build. Then I splash it with some Agrax Earthshade just to make it more weathered when I'm putting it on there. Now when applying it, probably the hardest part is getting it off the paper. And of course this one comes off real easy, which so it must not be that hard. And then just get it on there, and it's not super sticky at first, so you can kind of move it around if you don't get it exactly where you want it. Once you get it on there, it'll just kind of fold around so it looks like it's all supposed to be on there. Look at that. All right, let's do the other side. All right, there you go. That's all there is to it. Get some weathering on there, and it'll look like it's real life steel riveted on there. For the signs, obviously we just need to cut them off of the bases and trim off the back. All right, those I think will look good as kind of window covering, because everybody knows, like I said, they're bulletproof, right? Then of course we'll weather those up as well as we get those glued on there. Okay, so now we've got all the armor pieces all painted up and dry brushed some silver. Now we're going to get them on the build. On the truck, we're going to put a larger piece on the back window that's already got some bolts that are based into it. The Skyline, we have these foldable side armor. And I always like to really make sure that things are going to fit real well, obviously, before I glue them on there. Those are going to look good. Going to get those on both sides. On the back, we're going to get the piece from Hayward to cover up the window. On the front, another piece from Finn's Custom, bending it a little bit to make it fit completely over the windows. Then onto the Toyota. The Plasticard, what I really like about it is how flexible and how easy it is to shape. So I cut some pieces out for the back side windows. And the thicker Plasticard, I kind of cut into shape. I haven't painted these out yet because I wanted to highlight those so you could actually still see them. I'm going to get those on the back window. And then for the Javelin, again, some more bendable armor from Finn's that go really easy on to the front and the back. So this one will be completely armored up once it gets glued on there. So let's get everything glued on. I like to use super glue gel just because it's easier to stay in place and it doesn't run all over the place. And there we have it, all armored up and ready for some additional weathering, throwing some weapons on there and some wheels and getting them on the track. A little more detailing and stuff. Really like how these ones turned out. If you like what you see, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of my content and get notified when new content is posted, which I try to do at least weekly, hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate it. If you want to see the finished product of these builds, how they're eventually going to come out, keep an eye on my Facebook or Instagram. I'll put all those links in the description. Until next time, Gaslands NorCal, signing out.